Welcome to BOJTV Trending News for top stories in local, regional and international news, along with sports and a local weather forecast. I'm Carla. Coming up in the local trending news. JPS seeks rate increase. District constable charged with rape of 13-year-old girl in St. James. Machete war in Mape and Clarendon ends in death. Government confident in anti-corruption framework to build transparent institutions. Now the details. The Jamaica Public Service JPS has filed a rate review application with the Office of Utilities Regulation OUR, which, if improved, will result in an average increase of 3.2% in overall monthly bills to customers by early 2020. The percentage change could be lower or higher depending on the customer category, JPS says. In a release to the media yesterday, the company argued that the increase is to recover costs related to its investments in infrastructure, renewable energy support and new technology. The CEO of a light and power company, Emmanuel De Rosa, said JPS's rates are cost-based and aligned with the actual cost of providing the services, while supporting the opportunity for stakeholders to earn a fair return on their investment and enabling the organization to continue to invest in modernizing the grid and making it more reliable. The Passport, Immigration and Citizenship PICA says it has implemented a number of contingency mechanisms to ensure continued operations at all major ports of entry in the wake of the current industrial action by some immigration officers. PICA in a statement sought to assure that every effort is being made to minimize any inconvenience that may result. The agency said it has enacted the following measures. All ports of entry have been outfitted with fully operational automated border control systems. All locations are manned and arrangements are being put in place to ensure that the ports are manned during this time. All relevant stakeholders have been advised about the situation. PICA also said it has made every effort to resolve the industrial action and has met with the National Workers' Union NWU as well as the staff and has kept all parties informed of the situation. The impasse is in relation to a ruling by the Industrial Disputes Tribunal that immigration officers at Stansted International Airport should be paid the same special allowances as their counterparts at the Norman Manley International Airport. PICA stated that it had sought the assistance of the Ministry of Finance and Planning, the MOFP, and a meeting was held with the MOFP, PICA and the Union on Friday, August 2, 2019, where they confirmed that a general salary review is currently being done for all ministries, departments and agencies within the government. St. James District Constable, who is accused of sexually molesting a 13-year-old girl, was charged with grievous sexual assault and rape earlier this week. The accused has been identified as Clavon Havens, District Constable of Farm Heights in Montego, St. James. The accused was arrested and charged following a ruling made by the Director of Public Prosecution on Monday. Reports are that during the month of June, the district constable picked up the 13-year-old at a location in downtown Montego Bay and drove to a section of Kent Avenue where he forcefully had sex with her. The matter was reported to the police and a file later sent to the DPP, who returned a ruling that Havens should be charged. A physical confrontation between two men armed with machetes in Maypen policing area of Clarendon has left one man dead and the other nursing machete wounds in police custody. The dead man has since been identified as a 36-year-old Sean Campbell, labourer of Inverness District. Reports by the Maypen police are that Campbell and the other man, who were both armed with machetes, got involved in a physical confrontation. During the confrontation, both men attacked each other with the machetes, resulting in them being chopped multiple times to their bodies. The police were summoned, and they were transported to hospital where Campbell was pronounced dead, and the other man treated and later released in police custody. Prime Minister Andrew Honey says he is confident in the established anti-corruption framework aimed at deterring corruption. The Prime Minister said the country's independence mission is to ensure the building of institutions that are open to scrutiny and accountability. Prime Minister Honus made the statement during his national independence message. I am confident that the anti-corruption framework we have created and institutions we have built to implement it, Jamaica will see appreciable improvement not only in the perception of corruption, but in the deterrence of corruption and the detection, investigation, and prosecution of corrupt acts, the Prime Minister said. In that regard, Mr. Honus stated that his administration has taken decisive steps at the governance level to create a robust anti-corruption framework in which corruption cannot flourish. Prime Minister Honus underscored that the government continues to provide the major organized crime and anti-corruption agents in MOCA with the resources to build out their capacity to thoroughly investigate and build strong cases for prosecution. MOCA now has more than 300 cases, either before the court or in advanced stages. Those were the top stories making local trending news. Now join us for news from across the region, as well as our international stories, sports and local weather forecast. From across the region, Puerto Rico braced for more political turmoil today as the third governor in a week took charge of the U.S. territory, still divided over who should lead the economically struggling island of 3.2 million people. The swearing-in of Justice Secretary Wanda Vasquez as governor was expected to spur renewed protests, since many Puerto Ricans see her as an extension of Ricardo Rosselló, who resigned the governorship after weeks of street demonstrations demanded his removal. Vasquez sought to calm the anger in a televised statement late Wednesday, saying she feels the pain Puerto Ricans have experienced in recent weeks and vowing to unify the island and bring much-needed stability. Vasquez, who has worked in the government for more than 30 years, stepped into the position Wednesday when Puerto Rico's Supreme Court declared that assumption of the office on Friday by Rosello's pick, Pedro Pierluisi, was unconstitutional. In international news, U.S. immigration officials have arrested almost 700 people after a series of raids in the state of Mississippi. The coordinated operations targeted workers at 7 agricultural processing plants who allegedly did not have a proper documentation. Videos and photos showed agents arriving in buses to question and arrest the people. Some children were taken to a local gym after they came home to find their parents gone. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE said approximately 680 removable aliens had been detained. U.S. President Donald Trump announced an immigration crackdown in June, saying millions of illegal aliens who had found their way into the United States would be removed. The raids took place just hours before Mr. Trump arrived in the majority Latino city of El Paso to mark a mass shooting which left 29 people dead. Over in our sporting report, sprinter Elaine Thompson and middle-distance runner Natoya Gould won gold medals, and long jumper Jay Gale grabbed a silver medal as Jamaica doubled its medal haul on yesterday's second day of track and field at the Pan American Games in Lima, Peru. After winning a gold, silver and bronze on Tuesday, Jamaica added 2 more gold and silver yesterday for a total of 3 gold, 2 silver and a bronze, and are poised to add more medals today when the competition continues with Jamaicans in 6 more finals. It will be a busy day for the Jamaicans, who will be in the women's high jump finals, the 100-meter hurdles, men and women's 400-meter hurdles today. Prime Minister Andrew Honus says he is confident in the established anti-corruption framework aimed at deterring corruption. The Prime Minister said the country's independence mission is to ensure the building of institutions that are open to scrutiny and accountability. Prime Minister Honus made the statement during his national independence message. I am confident that the anti-corruption framework we have created and institutions we have built to implement it, Jamaica will see appreciable improvement not only in the perception of corruption, but in the deterrence of corruption and the detection, investigation, and prosecution of corrupt acts, the Prime Minister said. In that regard, Mr. Honus stated that his administration has taken decisive steps at the governance level to create a robust anti-corruption framework in which corruption cannot flourish. Prime Minister Honus underscored that the government continues to provide the major organized crime and anti-corruption agents in MOCA with the resources to build out their capacity to thoroughly investigate and build strong cases for prosecution. MOCA now has more than 300 cases, either before the court or in advanced stages. On your local weather forecast, insignificant feature, a weak high-pressure ridge across the central Caribbean, including Jamaica. The weak high-pressure ridge will briefly linger across the island today through to early Friday. Thereafter, a trough moves into the vicinity of the island on Friday afternoon. The forecast for this morning will see partly cloudy skies across sections of some northern and southeastern parishes. During this afternoon, scattered showers and thunderstorms across sections of most parishes, otherwise mostly cloudy, windy along southern parishes. Tonight, partly cloudy with some lingering showers and isolated thunderstorms. Maximum temperature expected for Kingston as well as Montego Bay today is 33 degrees Celsius. That was BOJTV's Trending News, your top local, regional and international stories, as well as sports report and weather forecast. Until next time, I'm Carla. Thanks for watching.
Audio